Overspending, impulse buying is relatable, okay? It doesn't matter how good you are, even if you're an accountant. This is a video that is going to transform your financial situation, that bad spending habit that's keeping you broke. So hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey girl, my name is Lucy. This is primarily a self-development channel, but it's a lot of lifestyle sprinkled in here and there. I know you'd have a good time if you subscribe and stay, so I definitely recommend that you do so. If you also want to see in-depth lifestyle, fashion, beauty type content, they're available on my TikTok and Instagram. They're on the screen and also linked below. I'll definitely also recommend that you follow me on there. It's quite juicy, it's quite tea. This is actually the first self-development video I'm making after I launched or started my transition or glow up journals. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to have my 2 latest vlogs linked below. I highly recommend that you check that out. But yeah, this is the first time I'm doing a sit down video since then, which has been a while, a few weeks, okay? But I really wanted to come on here and speak about this topic because it is a huge one in my life, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate as well, because it's usually a problem. If you see 10 people, 9, okay, let me be fair and say 8 people of those 10 struggle with the title and the topic we're talking about today, which is overcoming bad spending habit, shopping habit, however you want to call it. But you have the tendency of blowing a bag even when it's not necessary. You don't know how to stop yourself. You've looked for ways that you could manage your finances better, how you could actually manage the urge to spend, the urge to shop, the urge to put your money where you're not supposed to be putting your money in. This is a video for you. This is a video that is going to transform your financial situation, your habit, that bad spending habit that's keeping you broke. I will do my best in this video to share all the details that have helped me in a few years. I'm also going to be sharing useful examples in this video that I definitely know would change this habit that you're struggling with. Now, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. I don't even know where to begin this video, I'm not gonna lie, because this is one video that I didn't even think about to date before deciding to create it. Typically when I'm creating my sit down videos or my self-development videos, I think them through, I plan them out, but this one, not really. And the reason why I didn't plan it is because I wanted to genuinely come from my experience. So all the tips I'm going to be sharing in this video is based on my experience, my struggles, how I've managed to deal with this over the years. Overspending, impulse buying is relatable, okay? It doesn't matter how good you are, even if you're an accountant, you struggle with overspending or just buying things you don't necessarily need. We all have been through this, even after the work we have consciously put together to make sure that we don't fall into this. Every now and then, girl, we fall into it, okay? Even after all these things that I know and I'm about to share, there are some times where I'm just in a different headspace or a different time or a different phase of my life where I just blow a bag when I don't necessarily need to blow the bag. I just find myself spending much more than I actually am supposed to be spending, and I'm not conscious of it sometimes. It happens, and it's okay. It's definitely okay to have this experience, but you need to get a grip on it, because obviously bad money management will destroy your life, okay? I'm going to try my best to make this video as short but impactful, valuable for you. So right now I'm just rounding off about 5 tips. I can make a part 2 if I'm not able to cover everything, or I feel like at some point I need to speak about a lot more. But for now, let's go with 5 things off the top of my head that I know has helped me in the past couple of years and will definitely help you manage your spending habits, your bad spending habits. First thing, which is the biggest, that has completely changed my life in terms of managing my finances and managing my spending habit, is learning my spending pattern. It is so important to learn your spending pattern. You know what times you tend to spend. What I did is understand at what times I am prompted to spend. So what emotional state am I at that time? What is my reasoning at that time? What time of the day is it? What month? What period? What day? What week do I tend to spend the most? So you need to learn your spending patterns to know the things that typically trigger you to spend. First thing that I noticed is I tend to spend more when I'm emotional. So I actually call myself an emotional spender. I'm not sure if there's any one of you that can relate. I actually don't know if this word is real, like emotional spender. I don't know if it's real, but that's what I tell myself. Sometimes, most times, all the time, when I'm overspending or just buying, it's typically at times when I'm emotional and I'm trying to make myself feel good. like happy. I just want to get that feeling of, okay, maybe I got a surprise gift or something new just makes me feel better. When I feel bad, when I'm in a rut, when I just don't feel good, the only thing that typically will come to my mind is to go and spend some money. Okay, if I buy a new bottle of perfume, if you're new on this channel, you don't know this, you're probably watching me for the first time through this video. I love fragrances. Okay, I love perfumes. There's something about perfumes, different smell, different notes that ignites, trigger different happy emotions and thoughts in me, okay? Which is not a bad thing, but obviously anything that you overdo, regardless of it being good, could obviously end up being bad. And that's the reason why this is bad. Fragrances are my life. I love to smell good. I love smelling things. It could be candles, not just body fragrances as well, or clothes fragrances. It could be candles. It could be home sprays as well. Linen sprays, just anything that smells good will always get me and make me feel good. It triggers some type of hormone in me that gets my blood flowing the way that I want it to flow. So whenever I'm really not in a good mood, what I tend to do is go into a perfume store. You know, perfumes are not cheap. So what I do is every time I feel down, I just want something new, which is a bad habit. Life happens, okay? Your reaction to life happening to you shouldn't be blowing a bag on shoes, clothes, perfume, whatever. But that was my shopping pattern, which was keeping me broke because I was spending a lot of money on things that I don't need just because I wanted to feel that instant gratification, that instant happiness, that instant excitement of unboxing something new, smelling something fresh, having something new. I don't need it. 100% of the time, it is not making a difference in my collection. If for anything, it's even making my overconsumption habit worse as well. Because I have a lot of things that, one, I don't even remember that I have. So I buy more on top of it, which is typically fall into a cycle of just piling and hoarding and having things that you don't need sitting, right? That is getting triggered. Second of all, which is the most important, my money is running low into something that does not even add value. Money that I'm supposed to be investing, doing something better with, or just even saving. I'm spending it because I feel bad, which to be honest, most of the time does not work. Because yes, instantly I feel that, but I sleep the next day, I regret it. I have regrets every single time I do this, but yet whenever I feel that emotion again, I still just do the same thing because it makes me feel good immediately, but runs out after a couple of hours, basically. So this is to say, learn your shopping or spending pattern. When you learn your shopping or spending pattern, you know exactly the root cause of your problem. And when you know the root cause of your problem, it's easier for you to attack that problem, to strategize, to fix the problem. But if you don't know where your issues are coming from or where your problem is coming from, you obviously don't know what to fix or where to start to fix things. And if you're not an emotional spender, your spending pattern could be social media, which majority of the time for most people it is. Not to say emotional spending is not equally as bad as social media spending, but fortunately for me, social media spending or social media trigger to spend is not my issue. It's not my pattern. I'm not the kind of person that buys things through ads or just influenced by people speaking about things. I don't fall for those type of things, or I'm not typically triggered by those type of things. Like, it doesn't matter how good someone sells a product. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes someone can sell a product that I absolutely need and I've been wanting to buy or has been on my mind. They sell the product so good that yes, I then decide to buy, but I am not the type to just hear something new from someone, like something fresh, had no idea about, and then I'm triggered to buy it. No. Majority of people nowadays, especially with our digitalized marketing and shops and stores online, different ways of easily buying things, TikTok shop, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, just everything is thrown in your face. It is easier to buy things online. It's easier to fall into this bucket of social media pattern of buying things. The ads are a lot. It's inevitable. It's just having that discipline and control to know what you absolutely need, what deserves your money and what doesn't. So that could be your pattern. You knowing that social media is your pattern, then you work accordingly. How to break free from that social media influence to buy, to spend. So maybe you could restrict certain influencers or unfollow certain pages, or maybe you could learn discipline, spending discipline, money discipline, kind of train yourself to not click on buy every time something is introduced to you or something just sounds so good and you just want to give them all your money. Training yourself or disciplining yourself towards that angle is where you would focus on. But the most important thing, which I I'm going to keep saying, learn your spending pattern. Know where your problem is coming from and how to properly attack that problem. Second big thing. This is such a huge thing because I've spoken about it a couple of times on this channel in a few of my money videos, which by the way, I have a few of those. I'm going to have them linked below as well. Check your statements. And when I say statements, I mean your bank statements, your balance, okay? Your debit and credit ALOT. I used to have such a bad relationship with money in the past where I didn't used to check my statement because I was actually scared of money. I was scared of what it looked like, and that's to tell you how bad my spending was. Because the main reason why I had issues checking my statements, my balance, my ALOT is because I was blowing my money. So I was literally scared of seeing how much I was spending because I knew for a fact I wouldn't like what I saw. So I avoided looking at it. And what that does is you avoid looking at it, but you proceed to spend more. So you don't even know you're running low because you're not checking, but you're tapping. So you're spending more and you're getting broker and broker and broker, if that's even the right word. You're getting even more in debt. You don't know you're running low. You don't know the things that is making you run low. You're not checking where you're putting your money on a weekly or on a monthly basis. You don't know what is being deducted from your account. Sometimes you don't even know when there's been some fraudulent activities in your account. You've not been able to catch on it. You're not checking. You're scared of checking because you know you're doing damage already. So it's typically all in your head, which you have to break from. Okay, there is this scarcity mindset that typically triggers things like this, which is, oh my god, like I'm pretty sure the number there is not good, so how about I just avoid it? That's a scarcity mindset. Check your statement on a weekly and a monthly basis. Honestly, I would recommend weekly basis if you're a bad spender, especially like the way I was. If you're okay with your money but still need to cut down on spending, make sure that you're looking at your statements monthly. Like pick a day in a month, go through every single purchase, okay? Where you tapped your card, where you did a transfer, what was going out, what was coming in on a monthly. One good thing about my app is I see my average monthly spend, and when it goes up, that app will tell you it went up. And when I say app, I'm talking about my regular bank app. I'm not sure how any other banks are, but my bank, it's even bigger than my balance. Like the money I'm spending on the monthly is bigger than my, and it's circled like this. And when I open it and I see what my average monthly spend is, typically my heart is like, every single time. Then I'll be like, are you crazy? How are you spending this money on a monthly? That usually prompts me to go and look at what I spent it on a daily, on a weekly, and a monthly, where the huge sum of amounts were going into. And majority of the time, your money also goes out on things that you didn't plan for or things you didn't know were running in the background, or like I said earlier, fraudulent activities that you've not, caught. There are sometimes you're subscribed to certain things that you didn't even know still was running. When you check your statement, you're able to fish those things out. You could have, which has happened to me before, 2 different emails with one platform subscription. So let's say Netflix, but you could have 2 different emails subscribed to Netflix with the same bank card. So you're paying for 2 different Netflix with 2 different emails. You don't know that. It's so easy to just subscribe to things these days. It's so easy to just pay with things on your phone. So once you double click on this button right here, a lot of things are going, okay? Trust me, I know. This is the reason why I'm the perfect person to sit here and talk about this, because it's very easy to just use your phone, Apple Pay, to do many things, subscribe to things that you don't have any business subscribing to. When you check your statements, you see those things and you're able to cut back, okay? The third huge thing, I made a no buy list. And this is essential for you because a lot of times we tend to buy things that, like I said earlier, we don't need. Most of the time we buy things that we already have, but we buy like a different version of it. So say for instance, skincare products. You could have niacinamide serums, but from 2 different brands. You don't need 2 niacinamide serums from 2 different brands. Do you get what I mean? You could have 2 bottles or 3, 4, 5, 6. Majority of us have multiple bottles of foundation from different brands, but essentially do the same thing, I have stopped this madness a long time ago. Now I have like 2 bottles of foundation. One is for really matte skin. The second one is for just like illuminating dewy skin finish type thing. I'm a makeup girly, but I know what I use those 2 foundations for. The major rule that I set with my no buy list is if I really need to buy something, say for instance a toner, a foundation, skincare product, niacinamide, whatever I want to buy, I have to make sure that I have an empty bottle before I actually try the new brand. If I want to try a new retinol, for instance, because retinol is something that I use, if I I want to try a new brand of retinol that I think would work or I hear is doing wonders. I'll make sure I have no retinol left in my cabinet before I try the new brand retinol, whatever. So make sure you've run out completely of the products that you have before you try the new ones that you want to try. If not, you're going to just buy and stack products over and over again, overconsumption again, hoarding again. Your money is running low, you're running dry, you're getting broke for no absolute reason. The fourth thing that has really helped me is to set goals, financial goals, money goals, right? This has definitely kept me from spending and overspending because I know I have a target amount at the end of the week or at the end of the month. So I'm restricted, like I am forced to actually not spend. And when I think about that, no matter my emotional state, I will definitely not buy anything because I'm trying to hit a target number per month. I didn't used to do this years ago because, like, again, I was scared of money, the topic of money, touching my money, looking at statements, investment. I didn't want to hear anything about finances because I had a very poor, bad money mindset. So I just stayed away from anything money. So when people talk about setting goals, saving, investment, I just take the back seat, okay? I don't hear anything. Ever since I learned how to put my money right, strategize, create goals, money goals, weekly, monthly goals, it has completely helped me cut back on spending and prioritizing savings and investment in my life. I will 100% recommend that you do this small money goals or challenges that keeps you on your toes. It makes you track your expenses, your spending on a weekly and a monthly. You will see what typically drains you on a weekly when you have goals to hit because you're forced to actually organize yourself. When you're taking out $1, a penny from your money, you will know where it's going and you know that it's absolutely important for you to spend that money because you have a target number to meet at the end of the week or at the end of the month. I always recommend money challenges or money goals. That helps you save, that helps you be disciplined when it comes to money. You have a much more better money mindset when you set these little goals for yourself. You have better money management. Make it fun. Go online. There are different options. There are people also embarking on 1,000 savings by the end of the week, by the end of the month. You can join on those challenges with other people. It just makes it really fun for you to keep going. A money topic and finances become really enjoyable for you when you do these little challenges, especially when you're doing it with people. And now my fifth one, which is my final one for this video, is for you to get money management apps. Now, I'm not personally going to tell you the one that I use because mine is peculiar for the bank that I'm banking with locally right now. They have this app that manages your money for you and also helps you track your subscriptions as well, which is very important. Like I said earlier, I've made the mistake of having subscriptions that I didn't even know that I had, and I've also made the mistake of having 2 different emails tied to one subscription that was draining my money, taking my money twice a month, and I didn't know that. When you get this money management apps, they help you track your spending, help you see where your money is going, help you strategize, help you hit your target. They tell you exactly what you need to be doing on a weekly or on a monthly basis for you to hit your money goal at the end of the month. I love these apps, but these apps are really efficient. If you have a big project that you'd want to put money in, but you're trying to like save up for that, or you have a big purchase, these apps help you hit that goal. They give you a breakdown of how much you would need to hit that specific goal and also how you can cut back on some certain things in your life so it's easier for you to hit that goal, how long it will take you. Just they give you all the details. It's also like ChatGPT, honestly. And by the way, ChatGPT is really good when it comes to managing finances as well. They can write you plans, can write you challenges, they can write you targets, okay? They can strategize, make you a sheet, a draft of what you should do, what you're doing wrong, and what you can do to help your spending habit or manage finances or hit a financial target. So I definitely recommend all these financial apps or this money management apps. Now that's pretty much everything that I have for you guys in this video. I hope this video was really helpful. These are things that have completely changed my life in terms of managing my money. I did a challenge a few months ago. I said it in one of those vlogs, which I'm going to have linked below. I hit it before the end of the month and even exceeded the target amount that I intended to save, which is really amazing. So I definitely recommend that you try this out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm always there to reply to your messages and comment. Don't forget to follow me on my socials, Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to have them linked below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Those of you that are listening in your car, at your job, you at home, I don't care.
Turn this up right now, cause we're about to go in. Hey, so everybody say